Alright guys, Spliff here. Welcome back, and today let's talk about the EEKOO solar lights. When my father passed away, I started finding ways how to improve our way of living. One of those things is to lower down the electricity bill. We have this 10 to 15 watt LED bulbs that we always turn on every night, overnight, just to illuminate some parts of our lawn. They're not even that bright. Our neighborhood is just way too dark at night. Yes, we have street lamps that have been busted so many times. Don't know why. Our local government unit just ignored them now since it happened so many times already. I have this feeling some people just want our roads dark. Maybe to do some fishy business? I don't know. I talked to my sister Gladys about this and she said yes and helped me out immediately. Thanks, ate. So here they are, the solar lights. I bought a bunch of them. But before we get into things, I would be very glad if you hit the like and subscribe button. If you still haven't yet, you'll really help the channel a lot. Thank you. And with that out of the way, let's unbox, test, and review the EEKOO solar lights. Let's do this. Inside this huge box are my EEKOO solar lights and panels. All of them cost less since I got a discount promotion from the shop during a sale. I bought a 300, a 200, and a 100 watt set. The seller ships these products with a maximum of 7 sets per shipment. It seems to be a courier limitation and not on the seller side. The shop says it's called EEKOO Solar Light, but no official EEKOO name in the label. A typical Chinese product reseller. And you can tell by the sentences written on the product's label. These LED floodlights can be set how many hours they will be on and can also be set to auto turn on and auto turn off. All controls are made through the remote. It has IP67 rating, which means it is totally dust proof and can be immersed in water for a short period of time, up to 1 meter in depth. The floodlights have an anti-corrosion aluminum body, and the LED lights are also sealed in a thick tempered glass. The stock cable is around 2 meters long. They claim to have a long-range remote control capability that's as long as you're in front of it. It has high-quality solar energy components, I guess the panels. They claim to have a high lumen LED. It says 2600 lumens on Lazada page, but they did not specify what type of the bunch they were talking about. They can last more than 10 hours of lighting time if fully charged, I think. Let's get them all out. The panels and the lights have their separate boxes. This is the panel for the 100 watt floodlight. As I've said earlier, the cable on the panel is around 2 meters in length. A metal bracket is also provided for each solar panel. The 100 watt floodlight box includes a remote control, 2 free AAA batteries, dynabolts, and finally, the solar light itself. Look, a manual is also included. How nice! Let's see how this works. The connection between the light and the panel is genius. I don't see rain shorting out the terminals anytime soon. Let there be light. Wow, it's super bright. Even on the lowest brightness level. It works. Noise. Now let's try if they all work using the same remote. Yes, now I have 10 spare batteries. So convenient. The lights can also be set to be on for 3 hours, 5 hours, or 8 hours. The best option for me is auto. Using a tester, the panel measures 6 to 7 plus volts depending on the time of the day. I have no idea what batteries were used since the floodlight is sealed and no information is provided by the manufacturer. The seller said it has 30,000 milliamps hour, but who knows what's inside a model variation. Tell me your thoughts on this. When charging, a green LED indicator blinks. It will be steady green if fully charged. Install time! I'm glad my assistant is there to help. She also has a YouTube channel, link in the description. This is the 200 watt floodlight, still charging. Here's the 100 watt floodlight, fully charged at noon. Here's the 300 watt floodlight, never been fully charged. This is a sample of what it looks like in the evening. Damn, most of them only last up to 9 PM. That's stupidly short for a large capacity battery. As far as my tests went, only one of the 100 watt floodlights get a full charge most of the time, usually at noon on a sunny day. The 200 watt got full around 2 to 3 PM. That is only if the sun is out all day. And the 300 watts not even once. And with that one 100 watt and the bigger 200 watt panels being on the sun all day, I can just assume that the lesser the wattage rating of the light, the less battery capacity they have. With most of my current panel placement, I think I need to reposition them to guarantee a full charge every day. But the stock cables are only 2 meters. Well, that's convenient. I need to find another way. I ended up buying 13 solar light extension cables. They are not from the same shop since EEKOO is not selling them. These cables are thinner than the stock cables, but as long as they work properly and they're cheap, at least individually, it's good enough for me. I welcome y'all panels to the roof. It's still 5:04 and the lights, all of them are still on. That's good. Here's the good part. I haven't got the full computations yet, but just imagine 5, 10 to 15 watt bulbs running around 12 hours each night, all removed from my bill, and it's fully automatic. It can turn on if the sun sets and turn off and charge on sunrise. You can control it with the remote control, and one remote control can control all my lightings. Neat. It kinda annoys me that you need to be in front of the light for the remote to work, but I guess that's how all IR remote works. Even though the floodlight's battery can't last all night when on full brightness, it can if you just lower it down. Yeah, it's still super bright. It claims to be weather resistant, but I can only speak on behalf of the people living in tropical areas. We don't have winter in the Philippines. The next thing can be a bad or good thing for some people because this is a DIY item. You don't need an electrician though to install this since the installation is standalone. No need for rewiring your electrical system. The only thing you need though is a drill and a wrench. You can also ask someone to do this for you if you're afraid of heights. And we have a very assuring 5 years of warranty for each set. Sadly, it's expensive, but judging by the warranty deal, it just shows how confident the manufacturer is with the quality of the product. And since this is a DIY item, the installation part is super annoying, especially if you do it by yourself. You have to place the solar panels where there are no trees or other objects obstructing it from the sun to get a full enough charge to last a full night. And that's usually the roof part of the house. Or you can use a very long pole or something. For those who want to buy this, Pro tip, a place with no shadows, even for just a few minutes, it can make a very big difference in the charging process. Our house, the only part is
The roof.
for installing the 200 or 300 watt floodlights. They're a bit heavy. You may need some assistance during the installation process to avoid accidents. The stock cable is only around 2 meters in length. This is convenient if you install the light near your panel. But if your light is away from an appropriate position, which is usually the case, you need to be prepared to buy extension cables. They're also available online. You can also use a duplex wire if you are in a somewhat tight budget. The difference is not so big though. And in my case, I'm not familiar with electrical stuff. So choosing cables, electrical resistance, and other electrical parameters. Damn, I just bought the extension cables. It's less pain in the ass. Plus, it's also waterproof. Job done. I'm so happy with this purchase. It saves me a lot on the electricity bill. I'm even planning to solarize, is that a term? Some parts inside the house. I just don't think having a floodlight inside the house is a good idea. Perhaps another design? What do you think? And if you live in a city where there are buildings and skyscrapers all around you, sorry, but you can't use this product effectively. Just plan it before buying. And that's my take on the EEKOO solar lights. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment your comments in the comments below. See you on the next one. Stay safe. God bless.